Today I will introduce you to the metaphysical healer and clinical hypnotherapist Chandrika Nirula.
One thing I want to explain about emotion. Unless your soul is ready to heal, it will not heal. You go into that zone where you feel I am doing it, but you are torturing. Because when we are doing healing, I am even doing future progression of something that you want to create in your life. It is energy. Okay? Thoughts are also energy. Everything is energy. We are energy body.
So we have talked about phobias. So now, with the people with the addictions can get help with this hypnotherapy.
Yes, absolutely. Addiction, like for example, addiction of drinking, smoking, and there are a lot. As we go along, we will talk about that. And there, I have worked with people in even gambling. Okay, people come because that is also an addiction where and there are many more. And all the addictions that come, there is a process that we work with. Again, it is a feeling that is stuck. That is why, because it is not easy to leave an addiction. Because remember, with addiction, the person feels good. That is why they start doing that. It's a feel good factor. Okay, so if it is creating a block within me, that is when that person comes into a therapist's office. That it is not working, either it's an ailment or they have gone to the doctor and the doctor has said, oh, your liver is going and you have to stop it.
You have to stop.
So then, they come. So these are the scenarios. Smoking cessation, de-addiction for smoking is one thing which takes a lot many therapies. Because to leave smoking is the most challenging. And the patient really needs hand holding for that. Okay, so now addiction, if we are talking about addiction, yes, what are the reasons for people to get addicted to maybe smoking? Let's talk about, I'm just telling you a scenario of one of my patients. That person came and it's a lady and she wants to conceive now. Okay, so obviously she wants to leave smoking.
She cannot smoke.
She cannot smoke and all. She is addicted. Now, what is addiction? If a person is, for leisure, if the person is smoking, that is not addiction. For leisure, the person is just having a drink, that is not addiction. But if they are, bottles and bottles and packets and packets, more than nearly, 3 to 4 packets a day, now that goes to addiction. Okay. So, what is the reason for smoking? What I found out when I was working with this lady. Again, as I told you now, you all know the term of inner child. So we are going back. So when I say we are going back, it is going back into, deep into your subconscious mind to see where that addiction started and what is the reason for that. Because if I'm asking that person consciously, we are talking consciously here. And if I ask, they might not, I don't know, they can't remember because it is deep down. So now, when we went to the root cause, this lady says that for acceptance, the word coming is for acceptance. People would feel, oh, I enjoy it. That is why I started no enjoyment. Huh? Maybe I'm enjoying it now, but the reason why it started was to get acceptance from the peer, from the friends.
So accepting into the group, accepting for the
Absolutely.
friendship.
Yes.
Okay.
So because it's cool. They say most of the people who come related to smoking, they say it is cool. That cool word, they literally, it was cool. So that is why whoever did not smoke was not cool. Okay, so what happened? They were isolated from the group. They were not accepted. They were ridiculed.
Oh.
That you are, and another word that they use, oh, you are a geek. Now the terms that people use. So that person was not accepted in the group. So this girl, to be accepted in the group, started smoking. To be the cool person. So that is how the addiction started. Now, if you ask me, how did I work with it? I worked with the feeling why you didn't feel accepted. You see, I don't have to smoke to feel accepted. That means it is coming from a deeper thing. That means again we went down. It comes from the family. She was the last child. How, she had siblings. And somewhere she did not feel accepted by her parents or. So that is where it.
Somewhere she wanted to
Yes.
get accepted.
Obviously, because she didn't feel it from her people around her. Na? So she started, asking for acceptance or doing things that she didn't want to do, but she did it because then people will accept me, that I'm doing that. Yeah. So that turned into when it came into this like friends and all, smoking. So to get accepted. So we started working on that part where that child did not feel accepted or felt lonely or felt, just pushed away. We started working there, then slowly. That is why I said it takes a lot of sessions to stop the smoking. First, we identify the root cause, we start working on that, and then when we come, we give exercises, we come down on the cigarette packets. The person who is having 4 in a day, and I said 2. Okay, 2, I'm not going to shut it. We are going to go slowly. 2 is not enough. You see, they start getting withdrawal symptoms. What is a withdrawal symptom? When you stop an addiction that you have always, you have been addicted to, you start having withdrawal symptoms. Headache, anxiety, different things. So, taking care of that also. So, everything comes into therapy. We are doing therapy for everything. Because all these feelings are in our cellular memory. It is in our body. So we have to take it out from the body. What do they come and say? Ma'am, I want to, have cigarette. What's happening? My hands are getting numb. I'm shivering. So it's coming from the body, the withdrawal symptoms. That means it is in the cellular memory. So that is how we work with smoking. Other than that, yes, there is drinking and there is even, a sort of, it is like an addiction only because I believe maybe somebody else, might not believe or agree with me, but I feel the bulimia, people, they are like paranoid about losing weight. Okay, they will eat food, their food is, they're eating food, will go to the bathroom and
vomit. Oh my God.
So that is also, I have seen somewhere with my understanding and knowledge, with the work I have done, it always, somewhere comes to addiction because they are addicted to go and do it.
Oh my God.
So there are very different types of addiction people come with. It is just to identify what it is and then working. Because if you identify the root cause properly, everything is going to be okay.
So the Another thing, like nowadays, social media.
Yes.
So, uh, do the people come
Yes.
to you
See,
for the social?
For social media, the person will not come. Again, as I told you, it is a good feeling, na? Social media, it's not a bad feeling.
Yeah.
Who will come and say, ma'am, I have social media addiction? I love scrolling. I love the whole day I'm sitting. I'm just going into that trance state, in a make-believe world where I'm happy. It is making you happy, okay, basically. It is not making you sad.
Yes.
So people usually don't come, but yes, their family member have problem. Okay, maybe a family member will give me a call. Oh my, this has addiction of,
Maybe some parents.
Parents and even a husband or wife or a lot of people. Please, or they will come. They will bring that person who has issue, comes and sits. Okay, oh, what is it? This person is always on the phone and is not productive, this, that, and all. Now, for me, now this is also one thing where people have to know, coming into a therapist's office, if somebody is bringing somebody
like
along,
forcefully
you
bring
come, okay?
to you. Yeah.
So my question is not that, okay, the mother has brought the child and I will believe the mother, okay, she has problem, okay, I problem child. No, it is not the way counseling works out there, okay? No. For me, I will not talk to the mother. I will talk to the child. Do you think it is a problem? This is happening. No, auntie. First is no. Okay? So now, who is having the issue here? Who is paranoid? Who is getting tense? The mother. Okay? The more the mother is getting tense, the more the child is on the phone. Why? Because my attention is on the phone and the child says, when we are, obviously I separate the child and the mother to talk to the child in my own way. The child says, auntie, I go for tuition from this time to this time. As we know how the tuitions are, I go for my play, whatever it might be, cricket or whatever. Going to school also, 3 o'clock they are coming back from school. Okay? So after that, tuition, this, that, he says, I only have 2 hours when I sit on my phone or I go for my gaming. So now, I won't consider that as addiction. Okay? Now, whenever young adults, when I say these children, I'm talking about the children, when they are playing a game continuously, and when I'm asking them, why your eyes are getting affected, why do you do, what are you getting out of it? Most of them have told me the same thing. Auntie, it is a stress buster for us. Because there are so many things that these children are doing nowadays. So when they zone out, they go into that state, which is very relaxing.
Relaxing for them.
For them. So, for maybe the person who what was addiction. So here we work in a very different way because I said the mother has to work with me first. Because you are anxious. Your anxiousness should go. That is when you will start seeing the child from a different perspective. That is when we can work with the child. The whole time you are after him, then the child is not going to get healed. So first you have to get healed. Because you are the person who is getting sick. Now in addiction, for example drinking. I just wanted to add this. If somebody brings somebody that, this person has to. Now, if somebody has bought the other person who is in addiction or whatever, the first thing that I always say is, unless your soul is ready to heal, it will not heal. It is not that you wish that that person should heal. It does not work like that. It does not work like you take that person to the doctor and he will prescribe 10 medicine and you will give him the medicine. No. If the willingness of that person is not there to heal, healing doesn't happen. So that is the foremost.
So for all these addictions, what would be the reason? I mean, it's a generalized, but like you said for smoking and all, trying to be cool. That is one reason. Is there any other reason, like social media? Like, for example, in social media, if somebody puts a post, if somebody is not responding or not liking, they get so anxiety and all that.
Absolutely. So now I have a girl with me. She is from morning till evening stuck, and she gives me a call saying that this person has put a status, and she sends me the snapshot saying, see this status she has put to trigger me. Status. Why? Because that is how their mind, 24/7, it is about me. Everything is about
somebody is posting something. She thinks about
it is about her. Okay? Triggering me. She's saying like this to me. And that is one thing, they go into that zone. Now the other thing is competition. Okay? That what the other person is doing. There is always a need to know what is happening in other people's homes or other people's life. And then getting triggered. Okay? Feeling like competing with them. Okay?
So these triggers are coming from loneliness or...
Yeah, absolutely. It's always loneliness. It is even self-confidence, low self-confidence. Okay, that is why I feel that I am not good enough, the other person is good enough. What is the reason for that? And okay, I'm scrolling, I'm seeing, I'm detached with whatever is happening in other people. That is a healthy way of going into social media. But if I'm going to take out things and then keep thinking about it, creating a storyline in my mind, so that means there is some sort of a sickness with me. What is it? Why am I getting triggered if that person is going on a vacation and posting pictures? That means I feel I can't do it.
So, for all these addictions or any type of therapy for these addictions or any fears or is there an age limit? Like,
Yeah.
Do you have to be in certain age to come to you or how does that work?
See, it is again problem. Everybody has problem. Even a newborn. We work with newborns also.
Really?
Who have issues. So now, age group does not matter. It is only that maybe till 5 years or 6 years, the child might not be able to sit and converse because that is what hypnotherapy, we are not giving any medicine. No? It's taking through a way how we take through the therapy session. But I have children from age group of 8 with whom I have worked. I had a child who came to me, he was 8 years old. He had bedwetting issue. So we started working with that. So issues can be anything, okay? Now we call them, age group, if I'm talking about 8 to maybe 15 years or 14 years. Now there is a boy who came to me with anger issues. Now, earlier, see these issues were also earlier, okay? But it was never given as a term. What teachers or school or parents used to say, oh, he's a very naughty kid. He is hyper kid. That kind of a term. Nowadays, the term is, oh, he's ADHD. Oh, he is autistic. He's an autistic child. Why? Oh, he cannot understand. He is not writing. He is not attentive. These are the terms taken and they categorize that child into this. And they tell the parents, take them to therapist or counselor that person needs, the child needs.
Yes, depending upon some stats and means, they will take...
Absolutely. They have some stats made in school. According to that, they just take it out and they say, this child is like that. Now the thing is, earlier there was a lot of consciousness, where there was teachers knew that certain things they don't have to talk in front of the children. Nowadays they say these terms in front of the children. Now the child feels that something is wrong with me. I am not normal, because they make you feel that you are not normal. Now they take them to the therapist or counselor, and the counselor has, or these people have, the tests they do, and the tests come. Now I'm telling, this is for
IQ test and all
IQ
that.
test.
Okay.
I was just about to tell you, this boy with whom I'm working, he came to me when he was 9 years old. Such a high IQ that anything more than normal is not good. Na? Now the books he reads, the music, you just hear it, and he, on the piano, he's just like, he has it. He's come with that gift. Now he used to stand up, if the teacher says something, he will contradict the teacher. No, it's not like that. It's this. No, teachers don't like it. That is again an issue, ego. That comes up. So the child is bad. The child is arguing. Okay, so he was not heard. You sit up. No question will be asked from him. Why? Because the teacher somewhere knows that this child knows more. Okay? So now attention is not given to the child. What will the child do? The child demands attention. How will he demand it? Negatively. Because he tried positively. He was not accepted. He started getting angry, shouting, throwing things, hitting children. Why? Because he comes in the news. That's such a bad child. He has issues, this, that. But he's getting attention. Now the child doesn't know good or bad. He needs attention. No friend is coming. Why? Teacher says, he's a bad boy. Don't talk to him. He's isolated.
So because of only the school environment, or it comes from the family?
See, here it is the school. If I'm talking about this boy, okay?
Okay.
The school really damaged him. Okay. Now, if we go back into the family, his father has the same kind of IQ, very intelligent. Okay, all books. There's the whole time he's reading books and all, and even tells the boy, that sort of an environment is there in the house, where the mother is also very like that and all. But this boy has anger issue. Why? Because if he is not heard, if the discussion is there, and if the parents say, no, it is not like that, he will get angry. I am right. So he starts hitting, screaming. He goes into that zone where he is uncontrollable. So they came to me with anger issue and worked with him. He was quite open, because I've seen with me. I can't talk about others, but with me, I have done so much of work with children, and they open up with me. Okay, why? Because we have to respect them as individuals. They are not children. We can't start with judgment. Okay, that he's wrong. Okay, the teacher might have said. The reports are showing. But if the child comes to me, I throw the report. I will connect to the child. I will hear him out. What is the reason the child is angry? Because he feels I'm not heard. When we started working, today, he's 11, he just turned 11. Awesome results. Schools are surprised because they keep asking them, have you taken him to that counselor, to the psychiatrist? The mother said no, because the mother healed with me. She was the person who came to me first. And when she healed, she got her son. And now he doesn't have anger issue. He knows how to talk, everything. With therapy.
Hello, my name is Siddhant and I have worked with Chandrika before. She is my therapist now and I am still working with her.
And what were you going through, Siddhant, that you had to work with her?
I got angry very easily, and almost anybody was able to make me angry. So I had to work with her.
And how different are you feeling now from before?
Now I don't get angry that easily. Nobody can irritate me. Nobody can spoil my mood as easily. So yeah, I'd say I'm feeling much better.
And how are you feeling from inside?
And I'm feeling happier. Like I don't get irritated by their tones. I don't care what they think about me.
Has things changed as they were earlier?
Things have changed a little bit, but they do still taunt me most of the time. But I don't get irritated. They get irritated themselves. Eventually tire themselves out and go back home.
You want to say anything more?
No, I'm good.
Bye.
Bye.
So children are very receptive. With adults, it is difficult because they have a lot of beliefs where we have to work, old beliefs, negative beliefs. Children don't have that much. They are open to receive. So this was the age group. A lot, things come, but this is one case which is a success, and I think you might have the feedback also of that child. It's a remarkable thing. An 11-year-old coming and giving a feedback of therapy that I'm okay. So then the other age group is where we call young adults.
So before going to young adults, I have a question on the parents who are over focused on kids. Like they are spending too much time for kids. Even that kids has anger issues. So what is making them
Yes,
to
absolutely.
go in that way?
Now see, we all, as I told, we all are individuals.
Mhm.
Okay, I might feel this is my child. Okay, I have to mold the child. Okay, and I have a need that I want to take this child for this game, this music, these tuitions, X, Y, Z. Nowadays, parents have that thing, they are putting children in too many things. I have children with me, they are going to abacus, they are going for singing, they are going for some instrument, for playing the whole day, and they are so tired. And yes, they are angry. Why? Because when I connect to them, they say, we don't want to do this, auntie. Okay, then why do you do it? Because my father wants this, my mother wants this. Okay, why don't you say? No, they get very angry. So now the child is not wanting to do that. Okay, so the child is very clear with me. He doesn't have any issue. I have to work with the parents. They have an issue. What is the need in the parent to want, that the child should excel in everything? So when we connect, and obviously the counseling with the parents have to be done. If I have to treat the child, you are, one important people. Now they will say, when we work with them, what I have found most of such cases, I wanted to do it. I could not do it. Maybe because money issue or they didn't have that sort of a thing. So I had thought, if I have a son or a daughter, I will make him or her a cricketer or a dancer. So it is not the child that you are seeing. It is an extension of yourself. You go into that zone where you feel I am doing it. But you are torturing the child. The child has no say. Today I don't want to go for cricket. No? But I am paying so much. You have to. This coach is for you specially. Now the child, negative emotion is getting trapped. Now there is no happiness in the child. So anger issue, frustration, irritation, and social media. Running away. Because he cannot express. Where will he show anger? Where will he show frustration? Either he will show it in the school Or the best thing is they shut themselves.
They just
They are on the or playing games, because there they go, that mind goes somewhere else and they are in a happy zone. That is the moment where they don't feel anxiety. That is why most of them say that is a stress buster for us, Auntie.
So yeah, going back to
Yeah.
the
Young
young
adults.
adults.
Okay, the young adults now, earlier, okay, maybe the young adults age group was maybe 20 and above. Nowadays, it is 13 and above. Okay, because of so much of exposure, children know everything. The age group is now, from 13 onwards. Earlier, it was maybe from 20 onwards. Because of the exposure, the children have a lot of information out there. Most of the young adults who come to me, the subject that they talk about, adults will not even know, their parents cannot even fathom that such a thing exists, what they talk to me. And most of the young adults are talking on subjects which are metaphysical. Okay? So, metaphysical, like, maybe it can be spiritual, it can be about some secret societies, about occult.
We definitely
Yeah,
talk
about
in future episodes.
yes, absolutely. I would love to, about cults. There are cults also. Okay, so that is kind of subject they talk about. And luckily, when they are talking, I know what they are talking about, because that is my subject. I have researched a lot into metaphysical occults and all of these things. So they are talking and they are getting answers. Okay. Now, when they don't get answers, for example, they are doing something, they are exploring and they are enjoying it. Because out there, when they go into, Googling and all, they get everything. And, it's written, they get information how to do those things also. So they are trying it. And they are achieving also. Okay, because these cults and all, they want to take the young adults. That is how. So everything is out there. So now, when they are doing it, it is in some way damaging them. Okay. Now, when they are talking, obviously they are caught by their parents. They don't understand what's happening. So the only thing is that you need help. They bring them to me. This is what he's doing, and he's doing this, and he does this, and we don't know what he's doing and all. Okay. Now the child is talking to me. Okay. So I say, what is it? Now he starts talking. I am talking. Information, because I need to know how much of information he has and from where. Okay. So that is where everything comes, and as they get comfortable, because now they know that I'm understanding their language. So first thing everybody says, oh good, at least somebody is understanding what we are telling. Okay. Then they say, they don't understand parents or society or friends or whatever. So they start feeling, again, emotions are anger. They even feel suicidal because they are not understood.
They are not understood by
Frustrated
anybody.
over. They, because they are told that you are the odd one. What you are talking, you are, this. So the suicidal tendencies start coming in them. Then the young adults, now, there is a lot of this LGBT, that. So most of them come and they are very open to talk about these subjects. It's not a hush-hush. Parents, they will not even talk, oh, this is this, that. They are very cool because they say this is what it is. And some of them have told me, we are LGBT. I said, fine, awesome. What's
They are identifying.
They are identifying.
Accepting.
Accepting themselves.
And living there.
They love themselves. They accept themselves completely, I said, fine, that's okay. And obviously, I encourage them to talk to their parents. Coming from me comes in a different way. I want to encourage them to be comfortable with who they are. they need to tell the world. You can't be that a therapist and a counselor is saying, then it goes in a very different way. Now, there is a client. Now, the parents have already done therapies and healing workshop and manifestation workshop. I do a lot of things, so they have already done. Their daughter, when I was working with them, she told me that. I told her to talk to your mom because I knew she will understand. I know they are healed, they are open, and she talked and they were very accepting. They said, okay, you go. Now she's in college and she's doing really good. We could see that personality, coming out of the child. So this is one thing. And the other thing is nowadays young adults are very exploring related to sex. It is not again a taboo and you have to get married and settle and you have to have sex when you get married. No, they are exploring. It is an exploration for them. And most of them who have come, they say we are not going to get married. We are very okay with live-in relationship. So that is also one thing where, and obviously the parents are again, they feel it is out of syllabus what they are doing. How can they do that? So when I'm talking to the parents, I say do not think about what your generation or your parents' generation or what beliefs you have got or what others will say. Please concentrate on your child. You will lose the child because the child is very clear. If you don't agree, at one point of time, the child is going to go away from you. So best is work out, see how we can work this out, but then you have to be willing. It's not that you will be stuck, no, I don't want this. Then I can't work. You have to be open because this is what it is and it is not a problem. People think it is a problem. It is not a problem. Why? Because the young adult is very clear that this is what it is. If they torture me, auntie, I'm going to kill myself. They tell me. I'll kill myself.
But having multiple sex partners, what is your advice to them who is having
Yes.
with knowledge or without knowledge?
Yes.
So
yeah. See, they all have knowledge nowadays. As we are talking about this era, they have more knowledge than what we had. Okay, and they are very safe. We don't have to give them sex education. Or you have to do that, you have to be careful. No. They are very careful. This is what we know. How to, Yes, my advice to them is be safe, be careful. Your parents should know. Nothing has to be done, because that is your family. If something happens, nobody else is going to come. It is going to affect the family. So, they need to know. And we have to respect them also. If their belief is that, they come from an era where that is what they have learned. So you also have to understand that if you expect your parents to understand. So we have to come in the middle somewhere where it works for both of you. So that is how we do work or healing with the parents also and with the child. While ultimately I want that there is understanding between these two. There is no separation where the child, does something which is not healthy. So that is how we do healing. And yes, with me, if now I have young adults, most of them are here in Canada, they are, I have 4 of them here. And they talk to me, anything happens, they pick up the phone. Their parents say, we don't know so much, you are their mother. They'll talk to you, they're very comfortable. Why? I am not judging them. I am not telling them you should do this.
You understand.
I understand. I am with them. I give them a hearing. But they know that I am going to say if it is not right, I will say this is not to be done. And they don't question me. They say, okay, auntie. That is what I want the parents to be now. So that this is the same thing the parents can do. I am not doing any rocket science. So that when they say, okay, beta, this is good, but I don't want you to go to this level. They'll say, okay, why? Because you are agreeing to them, you are understanding them,
You are
listening to them, you are not, judging them or saying good, bad, ugly. See, the thing, most of the people who come to me, they say, what will the society say?
Yeah.
That is the thing. And when I'm talking to the children, is the society paying for my studies? They say like that.
Yeah.
I don't care about the society. Now it is stark difference,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to, bridge the gap between this so that there is a healthy family system, and conscious parenting. Here the parents have to be doing conscious parenting with the child rather than saying, no, this is not okay, no, you cannot do this. Why? They ask the question, tell me. For example, a lady came, traditional family, Tamilian traditional, and now they do puja and they do everything. They'll tell her, light the diya, do this. She will not. Why? What? Why? It has been done since generations. She said, give me the reason why I should be doing this thing. They don't have reason. Because it has always been done. It has been coming down the family. This is how it has to be done. And they give the answer. No, you can't ask questions. It has to be done. She says, I'm not going to do it. Give me a valid reason why this is being done. They don't have it. That is where children are going away from, religion, going to temples, doing puja. It is not the child's fault. It is you, because you cannot make them understand why that thing is being done. And then we have to respect. Because I always tell everybody when this religion thing comes, I say, see, respect. It's not that they don't have it. They tell me, I say, are you an atheist or what? Some people come and say, I am an atheist. I say, great. Okay, it works for you now. Fine. I'm not here to, no, you have to be religious. No. That's okay. We cannot change somebody's preferences. No?
Yeah.
Their personality we are not changing when they are coming for healing. We are just showing them a different angle of doing that thing in a positive way. So that you are happy, people around your family. We are not worried about the society. Your parents are happy. So that is what it is.
And coming to the job holders, do you see people coming for help with job environment problems, colleagues, issues with some colleagues? I mean, lot of things runs around their mind when people are going to work in IT or any
Any
job,
organization.
any job.
Yeah.
So, do you see
Yes.
that kind of?
Yes. A lot of them come. I have a client who is based in America, and when she came, she had a lot of issues related to job, because she used to, in any company, she used to attract very toxic bosses and colleagues. There was politics is everywhere, judgments and jealousy, and this is a part, everywhere. But that is something challenges people come with, because, the promotion, maybe the immediate boss doesn't like you, or is not, preference is given to somebody else, that person, does that. It's too much,
Micromanagement.
micromanage, and even just in Hindi we say makhan marna, too much buttering and all. So I can't do that. You see, so people come. That means I'm not going to get promotion, because that is how it has to be, done. So then we work with that person, and if you are in that environment, you are seeing there is no growth. There is no growth, because this is what has to be done. Can you do it? No. Okay. So what do you want? Now the clarity has to be in the client. No? You are coming and telling me a vague thing.
Yeah.
Either you also start buttering. No, I can't do it. Then what do you want? So look for another job. I've helped people to grow by getting out from the toxic environment. It is a toxic environment, but they will not leave. They are stuck. Oh, stuck? Why? Because
So you work with them, or like take the therapies
Yes.
and come out of that.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Now, if somebody, see, there was a client and she is getting great opportunities, job opportunities, but not leaving this toxic environment. What is the reason? Either you are not getting jobs, then I say, okay, you stay here. You have it in your plate, but you are not giving a chance. That means there is something that you are sticking here. So, oh no, if I leave here, I will attract maybe there also. They'll say useless things. Okay? Give it a chance. You are here, you are not happy, you are getting a good pay increase, everything. But they don't want to leave. Why? Because even if it is toxic environment, it is a known environment.
Okay.
I start loving
They
that
feel
thing.
comfortable.
They feel very comfortable. I know now my boss is toxic now. Okay. They're unknown. So fear of the unknown.
Unknown.
So there are many fears that come up.
Yeah.
Fear of the unknown starts coming. What if?
Mm.
But. So this is where we work. No ifs and no buts. To give you confidence. To work with the fear. So that is how we worked with this lady whom I'm saying. And she grew. And as of now, she is placed in such a good position with such good bosses and colleagues that when she looks back and she says, I can't believe it is as if it is tailor-made. Because when we are doing healing, I am even doing future progression of something that you want to create in your life. Because that has to be in your mind, to create it in your reality. So we are working on that also. And she created. And that is how, if I say, in your mind, this happened with a lady who wanted to get married. And she had a particular thing, I want my husband to be like that. Today she is married to exactly the same kind of person that she wanted to get married to. Not face-wise, but because we work, with those things.
She has used a lot of therapies, as I told. Also, I have attended her various workshops, including Heal Your Life workshop. Through that workshop, I came to know the law of attraction and came to know about, how we can empower ourselves, establish ourselves in the career, how to be confident and strong, how to attract, the colleagues or teammates, and whatever the project, and even the career itself. I quit the job, and immediately once I started working with her and started attending these workshops, I immediately got the job where I got the salary 50% more than what I was making earlier. That absolutely happened to me. And also, she taught me, how to attract the positivity into our life. Whatever we are talking selfly, that becomes our thought, that will be stored into our subconscious mind, and that becomes not only a health issue, that also attracts a positive energy. So when you put all the positive thoughts, that becomes your positive energy, where you can attract the people that are vibrating in the same frequency. So she taught that, and also she helped me, giving me some batch flower remedies. And also at the same time, she helped me through EFT therapies, as I told you, that helped me a lot through come out of lot of issues instantly. Whenever I actually had issues, instantly I used to tell it to her. She was available all the time. During that time, she helped me to come out of this issue. I wish everyone to get yourself help from her, and also heal yourself, love yourself, and be blessed in this universe. Thank you.
So job related,
Mhm.
a lot of people come with different issues, anxiety, pressure of the job, you know. So we work with everything, whatever they come with, there is a healing waiting for them.
So coming to the business people,
Yeah.
who is running the business? It could be a small business to a large scale business.
Yeah.
So the common issues, what you see in them.
Yeah. So again, if I go by emotion, I would like to go with emotion because one thing I want to explain about emotion, okay, because I've been talking about, excuse me, emotion. So, what is emotions? Okay, we have to understand emotions are energy in motion. That is why it is emotion. Okay, now we all have studied in physics school that it cannot be created or destroyed energy. It can be transformed from one to another. So now we are coming, we are going to a doctor or coming to a therapist with an issue. Okay, to a doctor we go with a physical ailment. Okay, and he treats the physical ailment. They come to me with a headache or physical ailment, I go into the emotion because that is what is creating that issue. So emotion is the root cause of everything for everyone. Okay, so first of all, anybody who comes, we are working related to emotions. Okay, negative emotions.
Hi, this is Ashmitha from Chennai. This video feedback is for Chia's mental health counseling session. Thank you so much, Chia, for making me a better person, better human. 3 years back, I was going through a very bad depression, postpartum depression, and I have lots of insecurities. And I always think people are trying to pull me down, and I couldn't accept different people's gossips, negativity, all those things. And Chia, she used to sit and listen complete story of mine, and always she used to give solution for it. I still wonder how she can find out solution from this, from my negative story, to be frank. And also currently before Chia and after Chia, I can see a good transformation. If something negative is happening around, I can only pick the positive from the negative story or negative side. And I have been a very possessive, insecure, a bit of inferior complex also I have. But after Chia's class, I am like, I have a self confidence. Even though if I make some grammatical errors, I can make it with confidence, and I will be apologizing immediately. And நான் ரொம்ப கைண்டாக மாறிட்டேன். It's because of Chia. I have handled multiple things without crying. That's very, very important. So this class is going to be worthable for anyone who is going through a stress, and you need a good listener, and also the listener should give you a solution. That is going to be the Chia's class, which I did multiple times, like so many times. And also like my friends also taking classes with Chia, but it's going to be super confidential. She never share my story to my friend. It's going to be super confidential, super private, and that is a good quality I really look up for my upcoming sessions. And earlier I used to take lots of frequent sessions, but now at least 2 months once, like that I'm taking, because I'm doing good. My character wise, my mental health wise, everything seems to be very good, and I look forward for every day. And also I'm like super positive. That is very, very important. That is happened only after Chia's class. In such case, any of you struggling, or any of you want someone to hear all your stories, it's going to be Chia. And also there are lots of mental health educators are there around the world, but I still prefer Chia, and I don't want anyone else, because I can easily connect with her. She can easily connect with me. And the good quality is, she used to check, are you okay, how are you doing, Ashmitha, all good அப்படின்னு கேட்பாங்க. That is like so sweet of her. And whoever is watching this video, do give a try. And it is not a collab or sponsored video. I am sharing my genuine feedback about her session. And she has, moreover, I can say she's my healer, she's my counselor, she's my friend. And also I can proudly, I can happily, I can safely, I can say she's also my mother. So in such case, lots of love to you, Chia. Looking forward to more such sessions with you. And take care. Love you. Bye bye.
So in business people, entrepreneurs, because I do coaching of business people, entrepreneurs, and everyone. So most of the challenges that I see is fear of success. I want to be successful, obviously, because they are not the people who are coming for thousands. They are coming for millions, trillions, multi-millions, you see. That kind of because already they have achieved something. Now they want to grow it. That is when they come to me. Okay? So, they say we have achieved this, but now we feel stuck. We feel a block. So, what is the block? Okay? So, either it is a block or a pattern. Okay? The pattern might be, I quote for a business, but every time it is about to happen and I don't get it. Okay? One time happening, it's okay. But repeatedly, that means it is a pattern. Every time it is happening, whenever I do that, so then we see what is the reason for this pattern. That means there is a fear or any emotion. Okay? So, fear of success is one thing that most of them are holding. Now, fear of success might have come from the family. Okay? Okay. For example, in the family, maybe they hail from a business family. Okay? So, they already have made quite a good, name for themselves and all. But this child, I'm talking about going back to his childhood.
Inner child.
And going back to his childhood. He has heard, okay, you can make millions, but to go to this level, it is very difficult. So now he has made millions, to go to the next level is unable to do it. Because that negative statement or the belief that he has heard that it is not possible. Nobody has done it.
Here, the fear of money
It's not fear of money. If it was fear of money, he won't have been a millionaire. Businessmen don't have a fear of money that much.
So, I can put it in another way. So, the fear of money to run the everyday business rotation or run the salaries, maintain the office. There would be a lot.
Yes.
So, if I don't get this project, I have the fear of losing the money. So,
some people come with that. These are different scenarios. It is not only one person will have fear of money, cannot give. Okay? So, fear of success is one common thing I'm telling you. Okay? Fear of money, yes, rotation, I'm not getting. They start fearing, they start thinking, how will I do it? I have to. Because they are always, most of these people are on their toes. They are running.
The mind is
and body is also running. Even if they are standing up, they are fidgety. That means they are running within themselves. Okay? So, that is where they are very anxious. They are anxious. Oh, I have to do it. Oh, I'm not getting it. Okay, I have, meeting has happened. I'm waiting for the result. It's not coming. Every moment that anxiety is building. Anxiety is building, negative thoughts are coming. Oh, that person hasn't come now, I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. So negative thoughts. Now, what am I doing? What is that person doing? Throwing it out. It is energy. Okay? Thoughts are also energy. Everything is energy. We are energy body. Around us, everything is energy. Okay? So the thought is a negative thought attached with a negative feeling. Okay?
So we are creating the
We are creating-
negative environment.
And we are creating the result, negative result also.
Yeah.
So for sure, something will come which is negative. Either they will say, oh, your quote is not right. Something where his fear goes to another level. See, I knew.
Yeah.
So that is how fear of money, I have to get it. That, I have to pay the salary and this big project has to come. Now, what am I doing? My whole negative attention is on that project. I'm not giving attention to other things, which is already in the pipeline. Where I know if I work on that, I will be able to do, because I have already been doing it. When they come and they have reached that position, they have been paying salaries and everything now. Now why are you attaching your thing to this project? So it is a negative thing. So that is where we, again, it's a systematic way how I work with them, because there are many things, NLP, neuro-linguistic program, and a lot of things that are in the coaching session with business people. So that is how we do healing. What is the priority, the work that I give to them that they need to do. So that is how we detach their anxiety from the growth of their business.
So I have a case study on this, ma'am. One of the businessman, he is everywhere, attending each and every meeting, almost every meeting in the company, and he's completely on phones, morning to evening, and this guy has health issues, and which is not diagnosing what problem this guy has, and the numbers are okay, everything is okay, but this guy is not okay. So, what do you think? What is this person is going through?
See, obviously it's anxiety. It is again fear of money, and sometimes these things are coming from people. He might be the first generation who is, not doing
this.
job and doing. So they have to prove, because a lot of pressure is there, a lot of eyes are on them. Okay, so
Even if we can think he has health issues also. Okay,
yeah.
So I mean, but he wanted to grow. He wanted to do good.
Yes.
So
Yes.
he's continuously on the calls. So I mean, every work he is taking
Yes.
on him.
Now that is again a block that I only have to do it. If I do, it will be proper.
It will be successful.
Successful. I cannot give that work to anybody. That you can do. Why? Because now there can be a trust issue here. He's not trusting now that the work will be done better or properly. If I do it, then only it will be proper. So he will attend the meeting, he will take the calls, he will go and sit everywhere, He can't relax because fear of failure.
So he don't delegate the.
He will not delegate. I have to be in the picture because I do not trust that you are going to do it to the T. So now obviously anxiety is there, fear is there, okay? So many negative emotions. So obviously ailment has to happen. He's not taking care of his health. So a lot of things come up. See, if I talk about, if you're telling me about illness, let me just give you about, like if we are talking about anger, okay? Now anger, fear, guilt, all of these things have a seat in our body. It sits there. Why? Because negative emotion is inside. It is transforming from one state to another. we know that within us, I don't have a happy feeling or a positive feeling. Today I'm feeling fear, tomorrow I'm feeling anger. Then I'm feeling frustrated. Then I'm feeling sad. And people come to me, I don't know why I feel like this. Because it is transforming. You only have these emotions within you. That is why. Now anger, it is documented, what I'm telling you. Okay? Anger sits in the liver for men. That is why most of the men have cirrhosis of the liver. You will find very few women with cirrhosis of the liver. They will not come. Men will come with cirrhosis of the liver. And if they are going to a doctor, the medical world says it is because of unhealthy lifestyle, you stop drinking, this, that. But it is not that. It is emotion. Everything is emotion. I'll just give you this example of this thing that most of nearly 5 to 6 doctors are there who come for therapy sessions. Okay? Because most of the doctors come for alternate medicines and alternate therapy. They come and say, we don't eat our medicines, man. Okay? So that client of mine, that doctor sent his patient to me. Person comes into my office and he's tall, he's fit. Nobody can say that this person has an issue. So this person comes and sits and says, ma'am, please explain me why do I have cirrhosis of the liver? Okay. So I've gone to so many doctors and I'm trying to find.
Because he's not alcoholic?
No, he's not.
Okay.
That is what he says. I'm trying to find out, this answer nobody can give me because everybody says, all doctors say lifestyle, food, alcohol, this, that. He says, I have never had alcohol. My lifestyle has been perfect from the start. He's never, really abused his body, as we say, okay? So he says, then, why do I have cirrhosis of the liver? So I was listening to him very calmly. He was, very hyper because obviously the person who is suffering is not getting answers. So I just very calmly asked him, then why are you so angry? He just looked at me. He just stared at me. And then he says, how do you know? I said, I don't know, your liver is telling me. Your liver is telling me. That is when, obviously, then I talked to him about it and all, and we start doing therapies. So anger is the issue. I know if anybody is coming into my office, even a pain in the finger, any finger, I know the whole thing, what is the issue. Because that is my study. I'm a mind and body specialist. That is how I work. Okay? So, we worked. Obviously, anger was coming again, as we say, we have to go down, we have to see from where it is in the family dynamic always, because what is happening around us, we do get angry at colleagues, at friends, etc., outer world. But that doesn't stay, that goes off. But in the family dynamic, what my father did with me, what my brother did with me, stays for a lifetime with us. That is what we need to heal. Because that is where that child is carrying that anger and didn't know what to do with it. So where is the anger? Inside. It comes out, How does it come out? It comes out in destructive ways. I will shout, I will scream, I will, So people say he's such an angry man. He's always shouting. So either in that way or it will come like an ailment. Because remember, a negative emotion gives a dis-ease in our body. D-I-S hyphen E-A-S-E. Okay? It is a dis-ease. I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling angry. Now that dis-ease becomes a disease. That is why it is called a disease. It is not just random people have given the word disease. Okay? So now we worked absolutely okay. Cirrhosis of the liver, okay. Now in women. the anger sits in the kidney for women.
Really?
That is why women have kidney issues.
Oh.
You will always see women with kidney stones,
UTI.
UTI. It is all connected, you understand? Men will not come too much. Random, okay, but not much. Women have UTI and kidney stones. Now remember, any eruption in our body or on our body, it can be cyst, it can be tumor, it can be these stones. It is a representation of anger.
Anger.
That is how anger shows up in our body. People who have too much of acne, then anger. That is how it will come up, no? So then we work with that.
So listening to all this, Mom, I have a question from my side. So I generally, when I'm sitting in front of TV or doing some work or just doing something like without any reason, I used to feel like crying. Even I cry. So I mean, it's not now, but in the past. So I used to think it is just happening to me. So I was talking to a couple of my friends. So in general discussion, they throw they have this thing coming up, they do cry without any reason. There is nothing, nobody is hurting, nothing is going on, but they cry like somebody has beaten them. So is this a symptom of anything?
See, first of all, we have to understand because I have clients who come and say, I just feel like crying. I just feel like crying. Okay, you feel like crying. What is the emotion? Some will say, I feel angry, that is why I cry. Some will say, I feel sad, that is why I cry. There is a negative emotion there. That is why I am having the reaction. It's a reaction to something that is not okay inside within me. So, most of the time, we are seeing this a lot in the last generation. Women, like I'm getting women who are around 40, 50, 60, middle age. So that is what. Now what happens that they had maybe when they were 40, 30, 40. Now though at least even 30-year-olds are coming with this issue, but I would like to talk about the more senior people. So if they are coming, they used to say that earlier I had something to do. I had children. I had my work, everything. Now children have grown up. They've gone. And most of the people people have come to me, these women, I'm talking about women as of now, okay? So they say, and they are well read, they are educated, they have skills, but they have never exercised. They have never done. It was always home. Okay, you have to look after your children, you have to look, everything else is secondary. Now everything has happened. Children are busy, husband is busy in his own work. Okay, I am free.
Loneliness.
A lot of time is there. So a lot of loneliness is there. Nobody is there to talk to. I don't have that work. What do I do? That is when that thought comes that I could have done something. Okay. Then what happens? Anger comes on self. Anger comes on their parents who guided, no, you have to take care of the family.
So do you see this symptom as a depression symptom?
Absolutely. They go into depression because they are crying the whole day. There is no reason for that. They want the other person to understand them. But the other person cannot understand. The other person is doing the best they can. But, this person keeps thinking nobody understands me. Nobody comes and talks to me. They don't call
Nobody
me.
is taking care of
Nobody is taking care of me. What care? What do you want? Have you ever let anybody take care of you? You were the caretaker. They don't know how to take care. A glass of water, you will run and give. You will not allow the son or the husband to come and take a glass of water because you have that thing, I am the woman, I have to do. And now you feel nobody is coming and thinking about me or giving me a glass of water because you have not made that habit. They don't know. They are not wrong. They don't know.
They don't know.
We create habits for ourselves and even for others.
So you think they need help or the family members need
No,
help?
they need help. The
They
family
need-
members are okay.
Okay.
They don't know what is happening. You tell me. The husband will say, tell me. I don't know. You can't understand. I have to tell you everything. You see? So she needs to heal herself. Heal herself of this feeling lonely, anger. I wasted my life. I have nothing to do. No, there can be many reasons. I'm just telling you some of, these things. Every individual is different.
Yeah.
So, that's it.
So another word I mostly see in social media. I don't know if it is a personality or a disorder. Paranoid. What is this paranoid?
See, paranoia is something, again, anything more than normal goes to, all these names are given for that only, okay? So, for example, I'll tell you an example of feeling paranoid. There is this lady, okay, now she comes and tells that I have fear of fear for my loved ones. That is how we put it under. What is the fear? I always fear for them. What? That something will happen to them. Why do you feel this thing? From where? Randomly you can't just feel something will happen. Is your husband in a job where there is, we fear if somebody is in a job where, accidents can happen. No. Then why do you fear? There is a reason why it has come. Yes, actually my friend, they'll start with the story. There was a friend and she told me her husband went like this and suddenly he was sleeping. He had pain in his heart and then, he had a silent heart attack and this and that. Okay. So I'm fearing this can happen to my husband. So now it happened to somebody else. But I take that thing and I try to fit it in my family and my situation. You see? So anything happening anywhere and even in social media, reading, for example, I'm having a normal gastric thing. Going into Google, now this is also a sickness. For everything, they need to go and check. Oh, what is this? Okay, now Google is giving you random information, whatever is there. It is not one thing. I will read 10 things, but I will pick up one thing. Oh, this suits me. And in my mind, oh, my stomach, okay, these symptoms are this. That means I might have cancer. They come to me. Gastric, I have cancer. Who told you? Give me reports. No, ma'am, no report. I didn't go. From where? Google. So Google has damaged your mind. You are every time giving that message to your body that you have cancer. You have cancer. So I will create it for myself. Most of the ailments, people who come to me, they have created with their thoughts.
So if somebody else's father is gone or if somebody else husband is gone, they will think they will have this problem.
Yes, they might have it.
They might have
because he was sleeping, he had it. My husband is also sleeping, he might also have it.
They will
Now
They
that
will
is a
check on them
sickness.
or like,
Yeah, they will check. They'll go put their hand. They say we will see if he's breathing or not. Wake him up. Try to do all those acts. Now that is a sickness, now.
Yeah.
That is creating depression in you.
Mhm.
So now we have to work from where it came. From magazines, from TV, from discussions with friends, from Googling. Okay? And sometimes it is an experience from when you were a child also. Paranoia comes from there also. For example, if there was this lady, now she was in her family, uh, her mother used to not be okay. She had a special, a brother he was a special child. So this girl grew up seeing some sort of a sickness in the house. Every time somebody used to be sick. So now she is a nurse also, she is also a mother for that special child. She becomes a mother for her mother also, who is in the wheelchair, taking care. Okay, so she's doing multi-purpose things and roles. She's only identifies with sickness. She knows the name of the medicines. She knows the symptoms. She knows which hospital to go. Everything. Now she grows up, gets married. But that thing is there, no? So anything happens in the house, any sickness, any small little fever also, her mind will go, oh, it is something. Because she has too much of knowledge, plus the experience is that, oh my God, something should happen. Oh, this same thing had happened there. So that is paranoia.
Yeah, for small thing also she will
relate to that because it is not small in her mind, no?
Yeah.
Because for her she's only seen big. She doesn't know about small
things.
So small fever, she can't say, oh, it is weather change. Leave it, everything will know. It can be this, and she'll start seeing the symptom. She'll start, connecting to the past. So that is again paranoia. So we want to. That was that. You cannot, this individual is different. This circumstances is different. So we have to do that healing. Because there is a trauma within her that she is holding. We have to heal that trauma. When that trauma is healed, she is positive. She is not thinking negative.
So does OCD also comes in this category?
See, OCD is giving again anxiety. It takes you to depressive state. Okay, what is OCD? Obsessive compulsive disorder or behavior. You keep doing that thing and it is extreme. You're not satisfied.
Not only cleaning or something, anything.
Anything. It can be anything. Eating, anything. So somebody has that cleaning, they will keep, cleaning. They're not satisfied. The other person says it's clean. But no, for her, no. She has something in her mind where she's cleaning.
So she cannot clean her mind. That is why
see, basically, whatever shows outside is what you are holding within. That is how hypnotherapy in the mind, when we study the mind, whenever we have a thing, whatever we are showing outside is always within. There is something within me that is not getting cleaned or that is not going out. Now it can be a negative emotion, it can be maybe a experience, a thought, which I just want it should go. It should go. It is not going. So it starts, I start cleaning. So whenever OCD cleaning comes, it means we ask a question. What is it that is not getting cleaned within you? And they catch it. They say, yes, ma'am. I can't let go of this experience. So we know that is what is creating. Now it is not that why this, why not something else. It is your mind. You tell me.
Yeah.
It is your mind. No? So okay, this is how you are taking it out. For example, if in the kitchen or in the drawing room, you have put some decoration piece here. If by chance it is moved now, no, it has to be there only. It has to be there only. Their whole attention is there. They can't, be at peace. Yeah. So this is OCD. So we start working for them. They are not calm. No? It is showing in their body. Again, some ailment or something is going to come because negative emotion is going and sitting somewhere. No? So we want to see from where it came. There was a man, and not only women, men also have OCD. There was a person who came for therapy and workshop and all, and he has OCD. The woman doesn't have to do anything. He does everything. Morning, 7 o'clock, he starts cleaning the house. He will change the gloves of the cushion and he gets hyper. If somebody is sleeping, he'll come and shout, "Oh, get up, I have to do this." Because in his mind, it is tuck, 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 time. He cannot. Even that maid has not come. He is worried. Because it is in his mind. The woman is sitting.
Something
He doesn't
is
know
running
what
in
should
his
I.
mind.
It is in his mind. She's not working properly. He will check on the maid. You have not done. So when we started working, it came out he had taken that thing from his mother. His mother was like that.
Oh.
So
So he wanted to take that from his
yeah.
mother
So
and
he
do it?
he becomes the mother.
He becomes the mother.
We
Okay.
use it like this. In that therapy term, he becomes the mother.
Oh.
So he goes into that zone and he starts doing it.
So we are going to talk more about mind and body and narcissistic behavior and all that terms in our next episode.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.